we shared already something about communication in your work a couple of weeks ago, and I tried to explain how important communication is when it comes to work and the tools. So this is something about the content that you communicate. And actually, I stumbled upon that during a retreat, and one of the coaches told that story, and I never heard that story before. It's the story of the 3 Sieves from Socrates, from this philosopher. And the thing is the following. I give you the story and then I give you an example. So a man comes up to Socrates and says, I want to tell you a story about one of your friends. And then Socrates says, well, hold on, before you tell me that story, did you actually put it through the 3 Sieves? And he says, like, what are the 3 Sieves? I mean, like, what are you talking about? And he says, well, first of all, did you like put it through the Sieve of Truth? So is the story true? Have you heard it firsthand? Have you been there? And then he said, no, I actually heard that story. I haven't been there myself. And then he says, well, so if you haven't been there, did you put it through the 2nd Sieve? And he said, like, what's that? It's the Sieve of Good. Is it actually something good you want to tell me? Or you could call it Sieve of Kindness. Is it like, did you put kindness onto the story that you heard? And he then said, no, not really. I didn't do that. And then he says, well, and then the 3rd one. And he said, what's that? And he says, is it actually necessary that you tell me that story? Like, what's the use, what's the benefit for me? And he says, like, not really, I want to tell you that story. And then Socrates continues and says, I don't want to hear that story. Don't give it to me. So think about what you tell other people. And when you start telling them, I need to tell you something, you already began to tell that story. Is it really necessary? Is it good? And is it the truth that you want to share? Or is it just your ego putting that story onto the other person? And you can have this with small stuff in the company, like rumors and things you don't know that you just talk and chat about, and then direct communication in the wrong direction. But you can also have that with really important stuff. Maybe conflicts you have at home, maybe conflicts you have at the company, maybe crisis that you communicate about. And remembering these 3 Sieves really helped me a lot to then hold back and think before I hear a story or before I tell a story. And I really like that. And since we had last year the 4 agreements for the beginning of the year or the end of the year, I thought let's maybe share that one here as well. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching all the videos the whole year, and let's continue in 2019. Thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe. There is another video here and here you can subscribe, and turn on the notifications that you know when you guys subscribe. If you turn on the notifications, make sure you watch the video about notifications as well, because you really have to make the choice if you want that or not. Thank you.